Yeah, I thought our crowd did a great job. We fed off their energy. It was a great atmosphere. I thought our players did a great job connecting to the game plan. Each individually were able to tap in how they need to concentrate to continue to move us in a positive direction. Kudos to Mark Mitchell, his first 20-point game. I was thankful he showed up today because he didn't show up last game. And Ant Robinson was close to a triple-double. I don't know the record of a triple-double when the last time it happened, but I tried to get him back in, but at that point, it was late in the game, and he, waved the white flag on it, and at that point, I subbed him out. So our guys did a great job of connecting to the game plan, and those moments of playing together, I thought stood out.
Questions?
Coach, Caleb's been 21 of 31 from three the last 4 games. What does that kind of shooting just do to help boost your offense moving forward?
I think his teammates are finding him. They're doing a great job, but he's not even focused on that. He's focused on the defensive end. And when you have a guy hunt basketballs the way that he does, whether it's a loose ball or a rebound, he got fiery because Josh Gray didn't dive onto his own home court bench for a loose ball. So that just means his heart, his mind is in the right place. But his team is finding him, and the gravity of what he does is stretching the defense out and sort of not allowing teams to pack it in how most teams the last 2 games, Pacific and APB, has packed it in on us. The 3-2 zone looked like, just everybody touching the paint and giving our guys open shots. But once you make the subs and they have to change their personnel based off the scouting, and those decisions open up the court a lot more.
And for you, no triple-double, but still your first collegiate double-double. Just what was working for you to be able to rack up the stats tonight?
Just going out there playing hard every play, not trying to focus on nothing, just going out, get my teammates involved, and, just having fun, just playing hard every play.
And how were you able to get to so many rebounds tonight? I think that was your career high on the boards.
Just tracking the ball. That ties in with just playing hard. Just trying to play hard, get every loose ball, and just trying to do the little things for our team, and that's what I'm trying to focus on.
Coach, you had 11 guys record 10 or more minutes today. Do you think that's a sustainable minute share as you move closer to in-conference season?
How many was it?
11.
It was 11, I think. As an assistant at Florida State, we had 12 guys double-digit minutes in 2017, 18. So for me, I think we're just reading it game by game. Some games that'll be lower, I think. But at the same time, it gives our guys an opportunity to continue to gel, continue to get better. Obviously, it allows guys to play their maximum potential with the minutes that they have to exhaustion. And I think that's the part that's hurting teams, is not allowing any breaks in the game or any breaks in the effort. And when you have your second team for back-to-back games score as many points as meaning the bench score as many points as the starters, I would love to see that, because that will be a hard team to scout against if I was on the opposing side. And ultimately, that's a strength of ours, I believe, and you have to play different, especially in our conference or in this country, because there's a lot of parity. And I think our depth gives us the differences that we're looking for to have a successful season, but we have to continue to take it game by game.
Dennis, what area of Anthony's game have you seen maybe grown the most to kind of lead to the outing he had tonight?
His talking, his communication with his teammates. He likes to play in silence sometimes, but I annoy him as a head coach, which is my job, to annoy the players. I don't care how mad he gets upset with me. He was a mute one game one practice, probably, was it last week?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, what did I tell you? I'm gonna blame what? What did I?
You don't blame
Everything was going to be Ant Robinson's fault in practice. And Ant wasn't even on the court. He was taking a break from a substitution. I said, Ant, that's your fault. And you have to continue to put pressure, especially at that position, so the leadership can get there and come out in the time that you need it most. He may not understand that now, but that's the part that I see him growing in. And and it shows out there with his confidence. It shows out there when he's talking to his teammates. and ultimately he loves the fact, and he'll continue to produce for us with the minutes he's getting defensively.
Mark, you said before the season that you kind of wanted to get back to the player you were in high school. What's that process been like for you so far this season?
It's been really good. Being in a new place, being around people who believe in you. Coach Gates giving me a lot of confidence. My teammates also. Just getting back to putting in the work. Things happen in life. I'm grateful for where I've been at, but I'm just trying to get back to myself, trying to get back to being the player I can be, and just reach my potential, just like the rest of us.
Yeah. And so how did that lead into tonight, where you had the 20 points?
I think I just came out focused, aggressive. Obviously, last game I didn't, play up to my standard, and I think I just got back in the gym, focused on things I need to focus on, and just try to do better.
For both Ant and Mark, you guys are the only players on this team to have more than 20 free throw attempts at this point. You actually both have more than 30. You play very different positions and different styles. So I guess for each of you, just what's kind of been working as far as getting to the line through these first few games?
I think just my play style. Obviously attacking the paint really hard. I think that's something that this team needs me to do. Put pressure on the paint, and that's just what I try to do. And last game I shot 2 free throws. That's unacceptable. And I should probably shoot 6 a game, just to do what the team needs me to do.
The same what Mark said. Just trying to play, be physical and aggressive, stay in attack mode, and that just carried me through the game. And me just trying to be attacked just puts me in that position a lot. So.
Mark, coach kind of said at the start there that last game wasn't your best outing. How much of today was kind of leaning on what you think your strengths are and leaning on your base play?
I think I just came out and do what I'm supposed to do. I don't think it was anything crazy or spectacular or out of the blue. I just did what I'm supposed to do, what this team expects me to do. Some games that might be 20 points, it might be 6 points, but just being aggressive, being in attack mode, and finishing around the rim.
Coach, you guys outscored Arkansas Pine Bluff 33-3 in points off turnovers. Which side of that equation are you more impressed by?
I'm more impressed with the level of unselfishness that we're able to wear teams down with, and our guys. Think about Mark Mitchell starting, only played 18 minutes. Josh Gray didn't play in the second half because of the matchup that I thought would give us a better chance. I think I'm more impressed with the unselfishness our guys play with, if anything, and ultimately these guys giving their very best every single possession. The level of engagement is there, the level of communication, the level of talk, the level of support for their teammates. We don't have guys pouting on the sidelines when they're not in the game, and they're focused on defense, and they're able to play as fresh as they can defensively, but while also pushing the pace offensively. It's going to wear teams down. I think, at the end of the day, what I would like to see us do better is post-feeding. I think we got to become a better post-feeding team. Although Grill is hot, you want him to shoot every time. I thought he rushed some. I thought Cruz did a great job. He's not an 0 for 5 shooter, but I still want these guys to take the shots. I think when you see a zone, you think shooting because that's the least of all resistance. But 32 threes, just 9 makes, that's not good enough. You have to be able to get to 15 makes, especially against a zone, and I don't think our ball movement was where it should have been. I think we settled on one side defenses or one side offensive production, and the first thing we saw we took. I think if you get that ball swung around once or twice, and then you are able to open up some creases and some lanes, it'll give you better options in those shot selections, better opportunities to touch the paint via drive or even pass on post feed. So I think, at the end of the day, it's a part of the stats, meaning points off turnovers, but free throw attempts also is a part of that don't really show up as much unless you're knocking it down, and our free throw percentage is not up to standard.
Coach, with that post component, is that a matter of just getting mismatches down there too, or passing in there, or what kind of tangible actions do you think can create that?
I think it's rotations. If you guys look at the starts of our first 2 games, it's slow because those are our lower percentage shooters, and teams are just packing it in, and there's no angles at all to see or anything that you can get. You can't even post feed. So a part of it is psychological, a part of it is just being threats. I'll have to re-examine some things to see, but ultimately I'm excited about the win. Our guys have to do a better job. If anything, I'll sub quicker to get shooters in the game versus changing the starting lineup. I'm not going to change the starting lineup at this point. I think our guys have rhythm, and it was great to see Tony Perkins out there play up to his potential.
Coach, what is it about Honor Boateng that you like in the starting lineup to have him out there in the opening few minutes?
Well, again, that took place after the Memphis game with Caleb Grill. He squandered his opportunity to start, and he responded in a certain way. As it relates to the physicality that Caleb Grill has given us, I wanted Honor Boateng to be able to be in that position because ultimately he's one of the most talented freshmen that I've ever recruited and coached, and I think when it just takes one moment to have a kid jump over that threshold of confidence and things like that. But our team is our strength is depth, and now that allows him to get minutes in a very important part of the game. So I love his toughness, love his strength, love his size for position. He just has to slow down a little bit, continue to watch film, which he's doing, continue to work hard, which he's doing, and I think those opportunities will present itself.
Time for one last question.
Mark, you got called for a technical foul near the end of the first half. What went into that, and
What was your first
the
take
cause of it?
in life?
Second.
Oh wow.
Second, yeah.
No,
it was-
first he thought I felt that he said something, so he came over with guilt. Like I didn't say anything. I just touched the ball out of bounds. So he wanted to make that clear to me.
Yeah, it was an accident. I was trying to just swipe at it as I was running back in, but he put the ball out really far, so I kind of just tapped it out of his hand a little bit. Yeah, it definitely wasn't on purpose though.
He fell for the oldest trick in the book. That's what he did. But Mark's done a great job, and that's a situation. Ant's technical foul against Memphis is different than that technical foul. Obviously, Ant's was a little fiery in live play, and Mark's was just a rules violation that should have resulted in one free throw, which is what they explained to me come halftime. And ultimately, it's just a situation where his aggression took over, and he just, we want to get deflections, and it's just a situation on ball that he touched it and shouldn't have.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, MIZ.